Just a warning before I go any further, this video contains a lot of spoilers, pretty much the entire game. Don't want that. I posted links to XQC's VOD of the game as well as the Radbrad's Let's Play, so you can go watch it if you want. The Last of Us is undoubtedly one of the best games of all time. Everything it offers, down from its insane gameplay, amazing graphics at the time, and the best story of any video game. The Last of Us holds down to be insanely fucking good. It was inevitable, to be honest, that they weren't going to make a sequel because of how successful the game was, but still, hearing that The Last of Us Part 2 was announced, it made me super fucking excited. And now it's finally here. 7 years later, June 19th, The Last of Us Part 2 is finally released. It had such a bumpy road to its release. The game had a lot of drama around it in terms of them abusing the copyright strike system. If you didn't know, The Last of Us 2 got leaked, and when people heard the leaks, everyone agreed that they were dogshit story choices, and I also agreed with that. But Naughty Dog's action after the leaks was to take down any video that talked about them. They took down any pictures of the leaks, and they basically just went ham on every channel and abused the copyright striking to take down every single leak. And so when the game was finally released, I had no idea whether or not I was going to buy it. I, in all honesty, didn't really want to support Naughty Dog for what they did, and I also didn't want to waste money on a shit story. But luckily, XQC, the French-Canadian streamer guy, got the game a day early, and I watched it, saw the story, and have made my opinions and thoughts on the game, and I can now say that this game is fucking awful, and I'm glad I didn't waste $60 on the game, because not only would I be supporting developers that have no problem copyright striking innocent YouTubers, I would have a shit game on my shelf.
I messed up, and now you're gone.
Please, go and support any or even all YouTubers or streamers that bought this game and tell them thank you, because they have to have massive ass balls to buy this game. It pains me to say that because the first game is actually amazing, but part 2 is just so ass-wipingly bad. I'm gonna give the game credit where I think it's needed to somewhat not focus on how much shit is wrong with the game. The game has beautiful scenery and graphics. Even though the game turns your PS4 into a fucking jet engine, it looks amazing. And it definitely had a lot of cool gameplay moments, especially when you're killing the targets. The Nora scene was hella cool, and the final fight against Abby is probably one of the best fights in the game. Also, like the last game, the music is really good. The calming music when you're free roaming, or the high stress music when you're fighting anyone, the music really does help make the feel of the game. They also have moments in the game where you get to play this little rhythm game with the guitar, and it's really nice. It's kind of repetitive, but low-key it's probably one of the best things about the game. It's a nice touch. But that's it. That's all. It has great graphics, nice music, and way better gameplay than the last game. One charm that The Last of Us holds is that it has the greatest video game story of all time, and Naughty Dog in general is good at making good stories. Naughty Dog slapped on the cover, you already know it's a good game. So what the fuck happened with The Last of Us 2? Really, like, were they all high when writing this game? There's a scene in a room full of weed, so is that hinting at the fact that they were high writing this? Everything that happened, down to the character deaths and events, it's so bland and pointless. Like, everything that happens just seems like they added more for shock value than for it actually to mean anything. And I mean, the only shock value that it holds is how fucking unbelievable it is that they made those story choices. And when you see the ending, I'm just gonna say it right now and get it out of the way, the ending makes the entire fucking game pointless. And it's the worst ending I've ever seen. You get this, honestly great ass atmosphere and cool fight sequence with Abby, but right when you're about to kill her and drown her, Ellie sees a flashback of Joel and just lets Abby go? Like, what the fuck? The entire game is you getting revenge on Abby, and then she just does it? Huh? You spend almost 30 fucking hours to complete this game just for this dog shit ending to make it all absolutely pointless. What was the point? Oh, Ellie learns that killing isn't the answer after you brutally buttfuck and murder every single enemy in the game. The game literally has the most violent kill animations I've ever seen, and it's going to turn last minute and be like, oh yeah, killing is very bad. They literally pull this.
Please stop! Please don't do this! Joel, please get up! No!
And you're going to tell me to not beat the fuck out of every single one of them? After that great ass first game, I think I'm going to fuck all of them up if they ever pulled something like that. I'm not even mad Joel died, because in my honest opinion, there's actually so much potential with an event like that. You can write good ass shit with that, but it's the way they dragged the rest of the story. Yeah, the whole point of the game is getting revenge for Joel's death, but the game just separates from that so much.
I think I'm pregnant.
Ellie, I'm pregnant. Like, where the fuck does that come from? What the hell? What does that add?
What the hell are you doing here?
I think I'd let you do this on your own.
And Jesse, dude, he is fucking pointless. Oh, I'm the best friend and also ex of your girlfriend, and I helped barely drive a car. Then he just dies. Just like that. What was his purpose? I don't know, but he reminds me of that Asian dude from The Walking Dead. And Tommy, dude, oh my god. Tommy dies. He just gets shot. I feel like him being a part of the journey is a little more justified, and he has his place a lot more than Dina or Jesse, but god, could they make his death any more bland? Yeah, he died, sure, that's sad enough, but you literally don't have him show up almost the entire game and then just kill him off. He has a little bit at the beginning and then one flashback, but that's it. Joel, Tommy's fucking brother, dies and is the whole reason for the game. Don't you think he deserves a little bit more screen time? He is literally pushed off most of the game. Like, again, Joel's death has so much potential and it's a good concept for a sequel in my opinion. But they just did it so bad and made it all seem so pointless. They could have had a great ass story with Ellie and Tommy. I love Tommy, dude, he deserves so much more attention. But no, they decided to just make it about these dumb fucking new characters that they think are so emotionally deserved after the events of the last game. I don't give a shit about Refrigerator Girl over here. Let's talk about her. This is Abby. And if you're normal, then you already probably hate her. But her whole motivation to kill Joel is because Abby's dad was one of the hospital workers Joel killed at the end of the first game. In all honesty, Abby is probably the only new character that I think is necessary. Like, she had a revenge plot that was good also, just like Ellie. But the way they presented her and how she met Joel, like, she would be dead without Joel and Tommy, and she decides to just say fuck it and kill Joel? She was getting chased down by a fuck ton of zombies, and Joel and Tommy literally save her, and she just says, fuck you still. Like, she doesn't change? Even a little bit? Like, it's stuff like that they add, and it just makes no sense at all. They had something going. Abby kills Joel because Joel killed her dad, so Tommy and Ellie go and kill Abby for revenge. It's a good concept. Abby has her motives, Tommy and Ellie have their motives too. They should have just kept it at that, not add all these bullshit characters or events that are bland and make no difference whether they happened or not. They butchered a good concept. It should have just been like how they had Joel and Ellie, just make it Tommy and Ellie. Make an adventure with that. That's good. But I think what's the worst thing about this broken ass story is the ending. Oh my god. They just, out of everything, they made the worst ending possible. Cool ass fight scene with, again, so much potential with the concept of the story. And they made the worst ending possible. If they made the story a little better, that fight scene could have been 10 times more cool. I understand how much potential this has. This had so much. It seemed so perfect for a story, but they still fucked it up. Joel died at the beginning of the game, and when I saw that the leak was true, I was like, oh, dude, they're really going down that path? Then I thought about it, and I was like, they could do something with this. And then I saw the rest of the game, and I was just like, what the fuck? It's disappointing. It really is. To see how good the first game was, and to see how not good this game is. And then to see also how much potential this game had. Like, it had good shit going for it, and a good concept of a story, but they just fucked it up. What were they thinking when they were in the writing room? Like, come on, man. If you're more of a gameplay over story kind of guy, then yeah, buy the game. This game definitely has good ass gameplay moments and mechanics. Sure, it seems like the first game, but it's still good, and I definitely recommend the gameplay to anyone. It's a good gameplay. But the story? Dude, it's such a wasted game. Just so much with the story was bad, and it was all just stretched out and boring and bland, and it was just awful. I think that's it though. That's all I want to say. In recap, terrible, trash, awful ass story, but good gameplay. I don't know, dude. I'm more story over gameplay, so I hate this game a lot more than if someone liked the gameplay. But yeah, that's about it. It sucks and it's disappointing. If you have any thoughts on it, or if you want to tell me your views, then leave a comment below. I love reading them. And like and subscribe too if you like the video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.